Hello, this is Jumping to AMAC Master's 3, and I'm going to introduce you a Vector-Quantized image modeling with VQGAN. These are the lists I'm going to go through today. And before I go through the entire materials, I would like to stress that the first step, the two-stage structure of this system outperformed compared to previous works. In detail, those are image quantization, image synthesis, and unsupervised learning that I'm going to introduce when going through the material. The tables on the right are remarkable results of this experiment that I'm going to state during at the end of the presentation. The model I'm going to deal with consists of dual stages: image generation and image understanding. The former is the stage discretizing images to discrete latent variables or tokens using VIT, the vision transformer VQGAN. The latter is the stage ultra-recursively predicting encoded tokens into VIN. The stage 1 image generation stage is VIT VQGAN based. Usually VQGAN is CNN based, like VQVA, the vision ultra-encoded. And what VIT VQGAN did this from this VQGAN is that it is VIT based, not CNN. As a single picture, it consists of transformer encoded and decoded. On codebook learning stage, non-overlapping image patches are encoded into image tokens and decoded oppositely at the last phase. Lastly, to prevent initialization and reduction of dimension, codebook learning is followed. This is to improve the significant rare usage or the depth of code during training. This could also prevent the worst reconstruction in quantizing training or poor diversity in image synthesis. In this experiment, two improvements are introduced: the vectorized codes and L2 normalized codes. The former is the linear projection to lower dimension latent variable space, therefore reducing vector dimension and boosting encoded usage. This is also decoding and embedding of closest encoded variable to a low dimensional lookup space and projecting to a high dimensional lookup space. The latter is the Euclidean distance of latent variables for the cosine similarity of two vectors between latent variable, which could determine the similarity and further improve the stability and the construction quality. Now let's go for image quantization. To clarify why VIT VQGAN is used, this paper compares trade-off between speed, which is the throughput, and quality, L2 and logispace losses. In the first table, the both baseline and small large encoded decoded, VIT VQGAN shows less loss, superiority in quality. We are dealing with L2 logispace loss, the threshold instance distance, which is FID, and insertion score, which is IS as quality metrics. The former two are related to reconstruction quality, and the latter two are related to quality. The threshold insertion distance, which compares distance between distributed and actual image, whereas insertion score IS measures distribution of images. Also with the same data set, latent size, dimension, VIT VQGAN shows less FID compared to VQGAN. These are the loss functions. The VQGAN loss function consists of stop gradient operator to designate certain part of the particle length, and commitment loss hyperparameter, and codebook vector, and latent variables. And the final loss function consists of L loss plus the normalized L1 loss and the L2 loss function, where Gaussian is assumed. These are how experiments are conducted. Basically, the Adam optimizer is used with a data set, the cell of HQ and FFHQ ImageNet. encoder and decoder of model were distributed to small base, large size cases to compare trade-offs between speed and quality. This size, batch size of 256 with 500,000 steps were conducted with learning rate of 10 minus 4 squared. Then I will jump over to the second stage. The second step takes image tokens discretized and flattened by VQGAN in the previous steps. These tokens are embedded into stacks of transformer blocks, which is the orange stacks in autoregressive transformer with the layer node stack, the yellow stack in the end. Let me clarify these in detail after introducing image synthesis. Image synthesis is one of the stage with two types, unconditional sampling and class conditional samplings. Both methods take the softmax probability for sampling, but the latter takes class ID tokens as the first token. Both methods shows better performance in FID, the pressure instance distance. The first table compares unconditional sampling with VQGAN with other methods using cell A HQ and FF HQ86. On the second table shows unconditional sampling the results with better the pressure instance distance on increased inception scores. These are small encoder-decoder with VQGAN and large-sized VIM plates. Let's go through unsupervised learning. In this phase, image tokens are fed to pre-trained transformer stacks to perform linear probe based on the premise that good performing feature is vectors have linear class boundary. Run both stacks, one of the block is designated on average port and inserted to a softmax layer. This is done to evaluate if the model learned representation well. It is like selecting the wanted image among large pool of similar different images. As seen in the picture, the L1 and L2 are the representation of each stacks. However, this does not mean that it is chosen simultaneously. It is consumed, but this is the entire stacks. And one of the stacks is pulled out and average pull to softmax like it shows. Before I wrap up, I'd like to conclude two major things. The first thing is that the model showed improvements in representation learning. As you have seen several tables, you would have seen a decrease in FID and increase in IS, which means that the data is distributed well. But those are close to the original image, guaranteeing the representation learning. In this comparison, you can see the number impression instance distance has decreased, but the inception score has increased. And this also means that the image tokens are close, spread quite distributed quite evenly, but these are close to the image you want. And as you see the result here, you can see the bird, only the bird with one pose is chosen despite the different poses chosen to the birds, like twist bird and the bird watching other sides. And also for the gray hole, you can see only one position among the different position watching the position the all is watching. This is what I have expressed with bracket. However, I've discovered that this paper did not use large size, even larger than 256 dimension or large stature data. This called me to question if this model could embed tremendous data sets of images larger than 256, such as And what I mean by the large set is the archives from the past or the present, or from such a tremendous, such tremendous sets of images. This is what I'm going to do this today, and I ask that freely any questions. I'll be waiting for any questions.
What is the meaning of the inception score?
It means the distribution of the image sets, or the tokens, or the convolutions images, but it doesn't mean that it's spawned from the original image. Any other? Please ask any questions.
So this paper is about image modeling, like in the NLP there's language modeling. Then, so is this image modeling thing is keep studied, right?
It is kept studied.
Then
It doesn't mean.
is there a specific reason that you got this VQGAN for the image modeling model?
What do you mean by the specific? Do you mean
I mean,
the goal of study?
there could be various model for image modeling, so I was wondering the specific reason of doing this.
I was quite interested in the for the tokenizing of images. So I just wondered how it could be quite close to real images, original images. As I said, I found the limitation that just any other questions? Okay, if not, thank you for the short but as I think imperfect presentation. I'd like to say thank you.